Yo, what up? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Hello.
Yes,
What up,
hello.
guys?
Yeah, what up?
Wow.
Yo.
What's
Guys,
good?
all I'm gonna say is real quick. WoW is the easiest game ever made, and if you think it's hard, you're bad at games. There, I said it.
You're dying at level 10.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you guys all play this game probably for a living, and you just like bank so much time in it, you think it's fake loud. Or excuse me.
Wait,
fake hard.
did that come from the League player?
Jesus Christ. Oh.
The Barrens will be your home because you'll never get past it.
All right, hold on. Be right back, guys.
Did Meteos die last time we played? Last time? I'm pretty sure Meteos died. He was in the guild.
Did he play?
I don't think they played today.
I
don't think they played.
Hold on.
He was playing hardcore. It wasn't with us. I think he had a
player?
clip.
We had a lot of people die.
Did we
but
have any League players last time?
we have a lot of everything.
Yeah.
This guild is
Last
all
time?
over the yes, last time it was all over the place. This time it is even more all over the place. I know
You mean like streamer wise?
yeah, like variety wise, just from all we have a lot of role players, more than last time. We have more of everything. We just more everyone and everything.
There's a lot of role players.
There's a lot of role players.
You're welcome. Hell yeah.
You're fucking welcome, dude.
Which is great. I
Also,
love
Playing
that.
no content.
So with voice procs, you're peak content.
So
You're so fucking welcome that I
Yeah,
can't
you're
even
gonna listen
clutch.
to them die now instead of just watch them
Oh,
die.
God.
They'll give the voice comps too.
So it's 2 minutes early, but I kind of just want to start. Have you guys discussed at all about the fresh and progression systems? Have we talked about that yet?
Last hour.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Last hour.
All right.
Everyone was discussing. We were just waiting on you.
So just a reminder that we have a lot of people that don't play WoW. This is if you're not going to understand what's going on, that's okay. But just understand that this is a curveball that hit all of us. Essentially, the game is going to be released one boss at a time, spread between 3 months. It's a progression server. That's how it's like typically done. We just didn't expect that. Usually you would level up and all the bosses are available and you set your own pace. Hey, we haven't really farmed this first raid very much, but I think it's enough to go do the second raid. And you could just go do it, and that's what people expected. That's not what we got. So the debate is, do we just go play an old server, or do we play on the classic fresh server? And I don't know what the right answer here is. I really don't.
You have to play on the old server now. You have to.
We
We took down some nodes.
Chance, you really think we're gonna do this in a fucking year?
We're not going to be playing this for a year.
We're playing 5 months for Blackwing Lair.
We can't even do like 3 weeks of the same raid for content.
The reality is, if we play on the classic fresh server and we are stuck there, and it's stuck, and it stays with progression, and it goes with what it says it's going to be doing, we're going to get max level, and let's just say we do it in 2 months, and we're going to start raiding. We will clear Molten Core, and that'll be great, and we will farm Molten Core for a month of the same raid before we are able to go into the next raid. And then we will farm that raid for 3
we
months.
have to do that anyway for cloak.
Just to cut you off, it would be 2 months of farming.
3 months of Molten Core is the easiest.
4 months.
It's easiest with Molten Core because, sure, like the leveling experience will already take months in itself. So the beginning won't be that bad. Won't have to farm Molten Core too long. But once we go into BWL, we'll already have leveled. We're already 60. Sure, some people will die and have to re-level. But most of us are going to be raid logging. It's going to kill the guild.
I feel like there's no way I actually am going to play World of Warcraft. I want to play the one that we were playing before, not this progressive bullshit.
No
you
one
and I are not allowed on progressive. I don't think we do progressive.
From my perspective, Miz is right here, right? Like,
I agree.
Everyone that isn't playing WoW probably is only going to play for a month or two, which means the progressive server or
bullshit.
Not,
at least 3 months, their ass is mine.
You pay me, I'll play longer. I promise to God.
thought we were gonna be done by Christmas.
To me, I locked.
I thought we were gonna be on Thanksgiving.
If you're committing, I'm locking your ass in for 3 to 4 months. But after that, I'm within reason. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of getting ridiculous. And that's why I'm hesitant about the fresh server. But it's also a fresh server. It's new. Everyone's starting level 1, and we're going to miss out on that. Ideally, we play on the fresh server, and if they allow it, we transfer off once we clear Molten Core. But is that possible?
Currently, no. You would need to convince them.
Yes.
So this is like
we don't know. We don't know if that's true. We don't know if we can or not.
They won't let you.
Right now, they've announced that you could transfer to a PvE server. We don't know if you can transfer to a PvP server.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
We don't want to transfer to a
We wouldn't
PvP
want that.
server,
We
bro.
want to
We're
transfer
trying to
to
transfer to
old
old hardcore. New hardcore to old hardcore. That should be an option. If we can do that, we are golden. Go fresh, transfer off, finish next.
Hell yeah.
True. That'd be cool.
For the boys.
That would
we can
be
convince them of that, to be honest.
That's ideal.
that would
And it could be paid.
that would
There's guys. There's 0% chance they would let you start playing on a new fresh hardcore and then transfer off. Like I don't want to be like a bearer of bad news, but
I agree because it's like you could just farm stuff right on a fresh server and then you just transfer to the old.
You can.
Yeah, but nobody cares about the old hardcore servers. Any old server nobody cares about.
I
don't think it's realistic that they do that. That sounds
I
correct.
agree with that, man. It's ideal, but it's not happening.
Let's shout over each other more.
no.
Blue Post said
exactly what you're able to do. Hardcore realms can transfer to normal. They cannot transfer to hardcore.
This is a really hard curveball.
Guys, Sodapoppin, you promised to explain it like nobody's ever played before. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So, god damn it. This is a curveball. No, we've all been thrown into this abyss about an hour ago. So the issue, Tyler, is
He muted.
He muted us? He muted?
You needed to start the dark portal, man.
You needed to start the dark portal. Stop lying!
Stop lying about what? Just don't mute Discord. All right. So basically,
Tyler's not making it to Molten Core.
No, I have to mute Discord.
So,
I'm watching your stream.
Let me
Audio like that.
let me
Sorry.
try and explain to you like how WoW works. So whatever. We're gonna be leveling.
To your stream. Keep going.
We're gonna be leveling for about a month. Some of us are speed levelers, and we'll be done in a week. But let's focus on our the new WoW players. A month of leveling, okay, and that's being generous. And then we're going to raid Molten Core for 2 months. It's boring after the first or second time. It is. And we will be stuck doing that with nothing else to do for 2 months. And then BWL will release.
Boring when the gear matters, though. And we're not going to have AQZG gear, right? So
I mean, I guess, but like
boring.
Viewers,
It's still gonna be boring.
It is still
To
boring.
be fair, that's kind of just what WoW is.
Then it sucks.
ZG gear?
I
WoW
know.
sucks.
True.
It does
We got
suck.
like first we got to make it
hardcore. Is the
hardcore.
best thing ever.
First,
Because
I
you
agree
skip
with
that.
you. WoW is gonna get boring either way. So I think
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not true at all.
I've been streaming WoW for 12 years. It totally is.
Fresh is fresh for fresh time.
People like me.
Yeah, but exactly when you're new to the game, it's like it gets way less boring than someone who's been playing for 12 years. Of course, it gets boring for you. You run through the game.
There's weird WoW brain things going on. So bottom line is this: it's gonna be fun. Leveling is gonna be fun. All that's gonna be great. If you want to play hardcore, cool.
I'm just here to make friends, guys.
Shut the fuck up. Espen, go on.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea. Okay, so realistically, if you want to play WoW, then go play Fresh or something while you're waiting for BWL to come out. Like OnlyFangs just kind of like slows down a little bit once we hit 60.
Okay.
I'm not
So
doing that.
But you can't. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do all day?
You
every day?
are
You're not gonna
wrong.
grind it.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Taking
say
a break, the story's the hype.
Because we're gonna have to raid log.
Esfand, taking breaks kills hype. When people
I
have
know,
to raid log,
that's what I'm saying.
they're going to
It
quit.
Yeah,
They quit.
that's what
They
I'm
will
saying.
not log back in.
just ask Blizzard for drops?
I agree.
What the
So,
fuck is raid logging?
Bang.
like, I agree.
and then log off
Until
Tuesday.
This is a tough decision. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do. Here's what I think we do. I'm gonna ask around and see what the fuck can happen. Maybe something can, like a transfer or something. I don't expect them to do it, and it wouldn't surprise me if they fucking don't. But we're going to probably just, at this point, unless something changes, we're just gonna go Defias Pillager. Unless I find out we can yeah.
No.
Hold on.
Things are worse
than ever. That's literally going to be everybody's reaction, bro. Nobody wants to play on DP.
No, shut up. Let's go to stream.
Fun, guys. DP is great.
All right, we
Let the main thing.
I'm pro DP.
We can talk
DP,
about it.
hardcore
The
DP,
atmosphere
right?
of DP sucks though, because everyone's just geared running around. Like we want a fresh server.
I agree.
I agree.
Fresh server would be great. I just know we're gonna regret it when we're sitting there and we've cleared Molten Core and we're raid logging and the vibes are down and everyone's quitting. Just like last
will
OnlyFangs.
still have fun.
What if there's a different?
They won't.
Isn't the most hype part the first month or 2?
1 through 60 is the most fun, and then getting to molten core, that's a good experience.
Hold on. So
I have a question.
Be dope
all right,
too.
let me
That'd
just
be really hype.
So we clear molten core. The risk and the hype of doing a new raid with our guild is now gone. Okay, the risk of deaths are now gone. The excitement of logging in and playing the game for your viewers don't care anymore. They will not care for 3 months.
I have a question.
What about no world buffs?
Still not hard.
Are we doing SF? Are we doing SF?
So this discussion, I didn't expect this. I have a million things to go over. We are doing guild GSF. So if we go on Defias Pillager, the economy and everything, we are not touching it.
Can I just say something? Last time when we did OnlyFangs, we all got mob tagged to fuck to level 60.
That's boring.
Then we ran GDKP. We all, not me, but you guys, all eBayed thousands of gold. Then we raided MC and threw 100k gold in consumables at MC. We did it 2 times, and then we said, "Oh yeah, this is too easy."
We did that all.
Do you guys actually think? Do you guys think that we are going to level on a fresh server, SF mostly, natty, all the way to 60, gear up in dungeons with people like Russell, and then clear MC, and it's gonna be too easy? MC.
Warrior for over a month.
Mary made that 100%.
That was good. Why'd you say my name? What the fuck? I didn't get mob tagged.
Mary is not
Russell,
Come on.
I love you, Russell.
Mary's dead. She's not even a factor.
Right.
Mary thinks the guild falls apart.
As we speak.
Okay, can I just say one thing though? I think the best content, the most fun that we had was the leveling. Once the rating hit, it kind of just died anyways. Why the fuck does it matter?
I think you meant rap.
That's what I said way earlier.
I mean,
fresh experience would be the most
Okay,
amazing.
hold on. So what I agree with what everything Zico said. We fixed all of those issues. It is going to be, we'll get to that. We have a lot of topics. I hope y'all booked hours. We've got a lot of things to go over and explain. I agree. We're going to get to like molten core and like the leveling is the experience. But when we commit, what's going to happen is we're going to level. People are going to see molten core is the final raid. And afterwards we're going to quit. We're basically not going to see Nax. We're not going to see BWL. We're not going to see that stuff. Probably. Not saying for sure, because you're right. We got to farm our own consumes. I haven't gotten into GSF yet or SSF and explained to Tyler 1 and those people what that even is. They don't even know. But this is going to be really difficult and extremely different from last time. We'll just play on the fresh server and hope to God we can transfer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Here.
The alternative.
Okay.
The alternative is we all Makara our DP characters, so it feels like fresh.
I think the best part of classic WoW is leveling, gearing for MC, and getting that first MC clear. So what if we just make it OnlyFangs objective to clear MC without cheating this time, without mob tagging?
And Dire Maul won't be out.
We'll get
we
to
won't
that.
have world buffs.
I know all of your chat are upset that they're listening to gold buyers right now and they want to be upset and talk all about how we bought gold. We will get to that and how different it's going to be. We'll get there. I promise.
I got an important question. Who bought gold? How much is gold gonna cost?
I bought so much. And the thing is, all we spent on gold was outbidding each other in our own guild GDKPs. That's all we spent it on.
Inflation boosting.
We actually just charged each other money.
All the time.
I mean, you and XQC really gave it away that one, ZG.
Yeah, it wasn't even hiding. So what? It's a whole other discussion.
Didn't you bid 10K
I was more of
on
a death roller, actually.
Like 17K. And so you did bid 10K on a Raptor.
I didn't even have that gold though.
Weren't you? You were in my DMs. I remember sitting at a stoplight. My phone. I looked at it. Don't ban me, by the way. And I looked at it. It's like, hey, Soda, can I get some of your gold to help me win this Raptor?
Listen, I'm just gonna say I got a DM from somebody that may or may not have absolutely bought a Raptor, and I asked how much they spent on it. They said they could have bought a new car. Just saying.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Okay.
Fucking loser.
All right.
Guys, can we stay on topic?
Let's move on. I agree.
Guys, I'm a father. I have a child. Can we please move this along?
Absolutely.
Yeah, keep it down, please.
Tell them to log in and buff up.
So moving on, we're going to play on the fresh server with extreme disappointment, and we're going to hope to God we can transfer off later. All right.
Wait, what if we can't, Chance? But that's a thing.
Then
Can we not just use the hardcore add-on and go to a shit server and just play?
Yeah, we go to Mancrick and we just do it. We do it on Mancrick.
Yeah, but there's no shot we're gonna re-level again and then do that.
No, we're not.
Dude, I think when they launch BWL, it's gonna be hype. Like the community's here, everyone's paying attention to it, and so what if there's like a month of downtime? People do other shit, come back. It gives you enough time to generate hype again.
It's really easy to say that, Sony, but in reality, that's not how streamers function. Tyler's gonna start doing League again.
You guys can function. You guys are the figureheads, though. You can dictate where this goes.
We can get a full raid of 4 Sony digitals, and we can see how interesting that is to see Sony raid Classic WoW again, or we can try and pander to the Tyler ones and the Seers who will never touch this game in any other format.
Wait, Soda, realistically,
just do it.
Wait a second.
When 2019 came out, you had fun and played throughout the whole year, right?
Yes,
if a new server comes out,
I did.
Yes, but Tyler one might have fun and play throughout.
How about we limit
Where is Seer? Where the f is Seer?
How about MC comes out? We limit how many MC runs we could do, 2 to 3, and then everyone has to not log back in.
I feel like the WoW players are underestimating how much the non-WoW players do not give a fuck outside of like actually playing it.
They don't care about this game, and that's fine. Well, here's the deal,
guys. If we took a break for like 2 or 3 weeks and waited for the next raid to come out, would you come back and do the raid?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I'm logging in.
We're gonna lose 50% of the players.
Only the WoW people would come back.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
I would come back.
Tyler just said you come back.
All right,
there it is, boys.
Okay,
yes,
seasonal
I think if everyone is into it, then it will get them
Yeah,
seasonal
like an episode of a TV show.
This is what I was cooking earlier.
Yeah, we'll sign up. I like this.
It's gonna take 3 months for people to hit 60.
Shut up!
Listen to Chance.
We're moving on. All of your recommendations, every single one is something we will have to figure out later. Okay, that is when we are max level and we are actually doing MC. We can make those decisions then.
Insane.
But for now, we're gonna play on the new server with disappointment and potential problems. And that's it. Okay?
Why don't we just delay OnlyFangs a little bit longer?
We could do that too.
Just to give it another 3 months. Delay it another 3 months.
Can we schedule it right before Christmas
Definitely
this
not do
time?
that.
We could. All right. So moving on to the next topic. All right.
Hello, Chance. I'm here.
Great.
Welcome,
There he is.
I don't even know if I'm
Great.
going to do this, bro.
Shut up. You are going to play. Absolutely, you are. All right. So next discussion, a lot of you guys heard us talk about buying gold and cheating, blah, blah, blah. We cheated hard. A lot of us got banned, and we deserved it. It was bad.
You cheated.
I bought so much gold.
I did not cheated.
Yeah, you cheated.
I
didn't cheat.
Soda cheated.
I don't
cheated. Type 2 if you did
Don't
not
care.
cheat.
Don't care. Tons of you cheated. I don't care. Moving on.
I never cheated.
This time, we're going to be doing something called Guild Self-Found. To explain what that is, there's something called Solo Self-Found. It is something that sort of got popularized because people would use high-level enchants and high-level gear. They would have all the gold in the world, and it sort of negated the leveling experience, making it not as hard as it should be. So people created Solo Self-Found, where your character cannot trade or interact with anyone else through the whole time. It became so popular, Blizzard made a fucking built-in thing where you can click a button and make your character actually not be able to do any of that. You can't trade whatever until you reach max. We're going to do something new. Solo Self-Found is too boring for our guild. I don't want us to not be able to interact with each other. So we're going to do Guild Self-Found. It's the same thing.
Wait.
But you can only interact with the guild. And this is even going to carry on to level 60. It will not turn off at all. There's a couple of issues with Guild Self-Found that a lot of people have brought up. There are ways you could have cheated the Solo Self-Found add-on a long time ago. And we're going to be using a Guild Self-Found add-on. So people are worried people are going to cheat. If you try and cheat, one, there are landmines within the add-on that will alert us. You will be removed from the Discord and kicked. That's it. You're done. We're not even going to make content out of it. You're just done. Because the whole reputation of the guild goes down the shitter.
Wait, landmines?
Isn't it better to just do self-found? Isn't it better to just use it? Because you can still group up with it. You just can't trade.
Yeah.
Is it really important to trade?
That's boring for everybody in the guild.
I would
want to be Guild Self-Found.
Yes.
Like, how much are we going to trade within the guild?
Well,
a lot.
If you want to be a alchemist
while leveling.
alchemy, enchanting.
A lot.
A lot.
So much.
You need a blacksmithing rod.
You're trying to do engineering and you want to make the goggles. Who's our guild skinner?
The bag maker.
Auction. If
We're gonna want bags.
Not to mention, you find
Fangsley's not a thing anymore.
So I'll get into that. So if you find a staff of Jordan and you're a rogue, which is an epic level 35 staff, you get to decide who in the guild you want to give it to. You can't sell it. You can't use the auction house. You can give it to someone in the guild though. So things like that. I want that to exist. So we have an add-on.
Someone in the guild?
Huh?
Can I sell it to someone in the guild?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what you're going to do with gold besides buy your
Can
mount.
I vendor it?
Yes, you can. Absolutely vendor it.
House points for it.
So we haven't gotten to the point system yet. So when you're leveling, you are only allowed to trade with other members in the guild. You are only allowed to, you can't use the auction house. You can only mail and receive mail from people within the guild. I don't even think the add-on lets you try. And if you try and configure the add-on to allow you to, that's where the landmines are. That's where if you get disgust or like if someone comes to me and you log in, I just found this fiery war axe randomly off stream. I'm going to make you vendor it on stream. You're just going to vendor it because I don't believe you. If you randomly have 8 stacks of tin, I found it off stream. You're going to vendor it. All right. So I just recommend you don't do anything crazy off stream. And if you do find it off stream, take a screenshot, do whatever you can to make it as non-stupid. Like there's no way you're lying. Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if I'm like just killing like 5 or 6 mobs off stream and I get 5 or 6 new bags in a row off those mobs?
I'll believe that.
Okay, yes.
Send a screenshot.
You take a screenshot.
Okay, you take a screenshot. You can actually screenshot receiving the loot and the picture of you in the game. And I would just do that. Just hit print screen.
I have an actual question.
Can I say something? Chance I've been raising my hand.
Go ahead, Miz.
Raise my hands after.
Okay, Miz, go ahead.
So what are we doing about mob tagging? Because I feel like that became a huge problem.
Well, mob tagging isn't going to exist on a fresh server. Everyone's level 1.
Can you explain it for Tyler because he has a kid?
Okay.
That's true.
So
That's true. We didn't consider that.
The other is, so last OnlyFangs, what we did, when people would die, you can essentially have a higher level. If you do 30% of the mob's health, I think, I don't know the exact numbers, and then the level 60 just one-shots the rest, you get full experience for that. So there are methods where high levels can speed power level someone really quickly to max level, and we abuse the hell out of it. Well, there's going to be no max levels at first, and you're just not going to be allowed to do that unless we make some type of guild, like, council decision to allow it. I am worried because this guild is meant for the new players to reach 60 and raid, and I think everyone here has been informed of that. This is the actual game that we're going to be playing, and I'm worried some of you may not make it to 60 in time. The quota is going to be a lot more lenient. Last time, a lot of you guys joined in like halfway in, so you had to double level. I don't know what kind of time we're going to give. We're going to play it by ear. I'm thinking like a month and a half to reach max level, something around there. But it's going to be really hard.
I think there is 0 chance new people can do it in a month.
That's a short time.
Are we doing Horde too?
Tyler has a kid.
Man, what?
You're right. We're playing Horde. We will be playing Horde. But and that's why I said play it by ear, you know? We're going to figure that out. There's not going to be any set quota while starting off because I gotta see how bad you guys are. I got to see how many deaths. We have so many different dumb things happening, like proximity voice add-on, which we'll get into. That's just going to make people probably die for content. And so we're going to be even weaker. Not only are we not going to have mob tagging or the auction house or buying gold or any of that, we're also going to be more f***ing stupid. Just everyone.
It's probably a given, but we're not going to be able to do MC like on our own before the guild, right?
You cannot do any raids without the guild. Guild only. Across the board.
I have a question about guild cell phone.
Okay.
Are you allowing alts in the guild? Like bank alts?
As long as they're the... Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about the race selection. Yes, as long as they're the same race. You're locked into your race, even on your alts.
Are we allowed to do dungeons with people that aren't in the guild?
Bank alts or no?
That was just said, man.
That was my question.
That was a second ago.
I just said that.
Are we even gonna?
I think I'm brain dead. Sorry.
You have a question? Are we doing bank alts?
You can have a bank alt.
We're allowed to have bank alts, but it has to be the same race.
Stop being stupid. He asked a legitimate question.
No, wouldn't it be better if we had just one character, right?
Say that again, Ozzy.
Wouldn't it be better if we had like one character, so if you died, and you could only give stuff to the guild alts?
What?
That way, like, you know what I mean? So
Well, the add-on will probably block the mailbox.
I'm ordering chicken bites from Pete Terry's.
He's saying if you don't have a personal bank, you'll actually always trade the Staff of Jordan, where like maybe if you have a bank alt, you would just send the Staff of Jordan to your bank alt instead.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say this: if you get a good item and Mary maybe wants it, do not give it to her. It is worthless. She's going to die.
I'm actually confused. What is
Can we use the mailbox? Coming from you, Miss. I believe in you, Mary.
Someone explain to me.
Gonna kill her. Thank you. Thank you.
Can we use the mailbox?
Stop making funnies. Stop making funnies and tell me what the f y'all are saying.
All right, the question was, are we gonna have bank alts?
Yes.
Because
Why not?
It's guild self-found. Okay.
Well, is the mailbox gonna work to even?
Yeah,
make
because that's what I was gonna ask.
Because
The
the add-on
add-on
blocks the mailbox.
It blocks the mailbox from
Yeah,
non-guild
that's what I wanted to
members.
You're right.
It
So
doesn't block
to like
mailbox
speed up the
completely.
meeting, but isn't there like more bigger points to talk about the mailboxes and?
his own meeting, but
This is a good question.
All right.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
I have
I'm
a
just
very
saying, you know.
important question. I have an important question.
Wait, Guzu is not fast, but you know what will fix all those problems? Just make it SF, bro. That's it.
Shut the f up. Stop
No,
listening to your
no,
dumb
okay,
chat,
okay.
Peo.
What the fuck, bro? It's
I have a
true.
question. Can I group
Like,
up
make
with
it
people who are
SF,
not in the
man.
guild at all?
Hey, Peo, why don't you just level SSF?
Well, why will I if everyone else gonna cheat and play?
What do you mean everyone
GSSF
else?
or whatever
Solo
the name is?
self-found is
we're
where you
gonna
don't
have
care about
add-ons.
anyone else, right? Just click the button yourself
No,
and do
but
it.
it's just like I think self-found will make it just more fun for everyone. And
No,
like, the thing
it
with
won't.
self-found-
You're
Yes,
fucking
it
brain
will,
dead.
bro.
No, it will
Wow.
not.
Agents, I hate them.
But you're like them to think the opposite.
Who's approving our characters' RP
No,
stories?
the thing is, I agree with the SF thing. As a long-time WoW player, I like SF, right? But for new player, it's going to be way more fun with the guild trade because you get to have interactions. Like you can RP. We have talks to many boys.
This is not a 20-year veteran WoW guild. You're just lucky to be here.
Yes, but
the
there's
only
another
reason
case.
you like
I wanna
SSF is
say one
because
more
you
time,
played the
please.
game.
I want to say one more thing, please. It's
Go
just
ahead.
like I feel like there's too many people like Soda or Miskif or like the big streamer gonna get like a great value. of
Wait,
the
I
gear
didn't hear you.
self-found.
What did you
Does that
say?
make sense?
Okay,
I
Peo.
said like people like I said like you know big streamer like Miz, Soda, or you know all Tyler. They all
Or
gonna
Seer,
get like
I think you
or
said Soda.
Seer, whatever. Like
Hey,
you know.
and
like,
guess what,
you
Peo?
guys go-
I
Can I
want-
finish my sentence?
I already know where you're going with it. I already know where you're going with it.
Nowhere near as big as Soda, man. What are you talking about?
I feel like we should at least let him finish.
Go ahead, Peo. Go ahead. Everyone shut up. Go. Finish, Peo.
I just feel like you guys will get like more value of this GSSF thing. That's it. And it's like, let's see, like me or other people won't get as many items that you guys gonna get, and your level gonna be.
That's
a
fine.
little
You're a
bit
veteran,
Okay.
Peo. You own.
Peo,
Yeah, but I
you
just
shouldn't
think
care.
that's fine.
This guild
I do care a
self-found
little bit,
is
'cause it's
legitimate.
like-
Hey, at the end of the day, if it's done right, guild self-found is meant to make the game harder for the sweats. So you dedicate your resources not even to your own character, but to the shitty guildies who can't play the game well. It is meant
I have
for
a
that.
question.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna make.
I have a question on that note. Can we trade the items? Like speaking as somebody who's representing the sweats, can we trade the items we find for FKP or
No
whatever,
FKP this time.
You know,
we'll talk about the point system. There is a point system. So,
can we trade it for the new point system?
Potentially. I mean, it can be within reason. So everything is pretty automated this time.
I'm muted.
Great. So we're doing guild self-found. We've talked about that.
I didn't forget to mute. Liar.
Let Chance talk, please.
Who the f is that?
Annie, it's Annie. Mute Annie.
God damn it.
All right.
I didn't realize.
Cool. So we're doing guild self-found. We've talked about that. It's over SSF. There's reasons for it. If you f***ing cheat, we're not even. Again, I can't stress this enough. We're not going to make content and be like, haha, Bag Jones cheated. You're just going to get removed, and we're going to move the f on. Just remove the idea of cheating out of your vicinity. It's not happening. That's moving on. Next thing I want to go over. You're not going to select your own race. You are going to be taking a quiz, and you will be taking that quiz today. This is not news to a lot of you, but some of you it is. You may play any race or any class within that race, but your race will be decided based on a quiz that you will take at the end of this meeting. At the end of this meeting, you'll have 1 hour to take it. We will reconvene, and we will announce what race a lot of you are. Moving forward to people afterwards, they will take the quiz, and they will find out immediately what race they are. But we're going to have a ceremony today to find out our foundation, if that makes sense. Go ahead, Ms.
First of all, I just want to say I fucking love you, bro. I've been following you for over like 9 years now.
Great. Stop making funnies. We have too much shit to do.
Okay, can you explain like the race stuff and everything to like a guy like Tyler who has a kid? Because I feel like he probably hasn't been.
Okay.
Guy has a kid, man.
He does have a kid. Okay, so races in this game cannot play every single class. You cannot be a Tauren mage. You cannot be a Tauren rogue. You can't be a Tauren priest. So if you want to, but the only race that can play druid is Tauren, as an example. And we're gonna have some little funny, side games. We're making an add-on to make the race wars more fun.
Nice.
What do you mean by that?
Dangerous
joining
race wars.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
he means God, I've been waiting for this.
We're gonna be racing.
I've been waiting for this for a while.
Maybe I should have worded that differently, but you know what I mean.
You worded it perfectly.
It's gonna get I know what you mean, bro.
You guys at Crossroads.
Is the racism mandatory?
Say again?
Yeah.
Is the racism mandatory?
Yes.
Is it ever not?
That's up to you.
Hasn't it always been?
All right.
Racism. Let's not call it racism.
Yeah, we need a different.
Look, guys, they don't call it. Just call
I don't
it.
give a what you call it.
Grade again.
Whatever the f y'all want. Moving on. All right.
So Soda.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Last time it was like, outside of the guild, we just play with like our homies in Discord and shit like that.
Sure.
And it was just like if you hit 60, you got into the guild. Like, is there any restrictions on just chilling with the homies on this?
If you got 60, you got into the guild? No, that never happened. What are you talking about?
No, that was
that was a thing.
Bloodsail Buccaneer Summit. This is totally different. We have official servers now, so everybody will be in the guild from level 1.
Are you talking about like when you died at level 59?
Okay, so what are yo? Shut up, man. Yo, listen. These restrictions. I just want to know like restrictions to play with the homies, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like
if the homies are close enough, they can be invited to the guild. We do have a couple of homies in the guild. I don't want to invite too many and water down the guild. I guess as a way to word it. But yeah, you're playing with the fucking guild. Maybe we can allow dungeoning.
Can we not group?
Should we allow grouping?
I know, like my friends will look at this and be like, "Man, I want to play hardcore WoW."
I think you can party with non-guildies. I don't want to. I think you should be able to party with other guildies. You can't raid without guildies, but you
at
can
your own
party.
risk.
Yeah, I like
at your own
that.
risk.
Good luck.
No problem with that.
I say
Wait, does that include dungeons?
Yeah, dungeons. However, no getting carried, and chat's going to be like, no, that's awful. What's going to happen is you're going to be level 18, and a lot of people are going to be level 50 and 40, and we're going to be very spread out. You will not be able to fill groups with our guild. You just won't.
There will need to be a
At first you can.
So people can't group with really high levels, and possibly only grouping with solo self-found non-guildies could be.
Why don't we just fully commit to the GSF?
How are you going to police that?
The problem with fully committing to GSF is because, again, all of the sweats are going to reach max level, the non-sweats are going to be low level, and they won't be able to run dungeons now.
I think that's good.
Who says you need to run dungeons low level?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but also, if you are a sweat and are high level, why can't you go help a guild?
Yeah, you can help them.
Okay, but they're level 60.
That's mob tagging.
Yeah, you can't just go into level 20 dungeon.
Yeah, higher level shouldn't do low.
No. Let's just, guys, you can do dungeons with anyone. Just prioritize inviting guildies. Let's not be dumb. And if a situation comes in where I need to yell at someone, I just will. Like, why is level 30 in Wailing Caverns? Kick them out.
The priority is this, right?
You have to
the
argue with
priority
your
is
own
guildies. Can I ask, is the priority guildies, then race, then randos?
The race?
Race overall. Oh, so it's race guild. Okay, gotcha.
You can take your racism to any level you want. That is up to your discretion.
I'm not trying to be grouped from Ronnie.
All right.
I'm only playing with orcs.
I'm only playing with
speaking.
I'm not trying to be with some cows.
Can you explain racism to a guy like Tyler?
He has a kid. I know.
He has a kid.
By the way, he has a kid. Yeah.
So
he does have a kid.
I do think, or at least I thought that adding more, like you can role play the racism, but I wanted to add actual mechanics into it. So now we're going to talk about the point system for races.
Mechanical racism.
There are going to be points. So there will be, the winning race and the losing race, and there will be weekly punishments and rewards to the certain races that are winning and losing. A lot of these points are going to be automated. I'm going to log in and try and screen share you guys. Hold on. Let me try and open the game. So here's the add-on. If you guys are seeing this, it doesn't really have anything in it yet because Tactics is still trying to work on it and basically get everything into it. But there's going to be a leaderboard, and you're going to gain points for your entire race, and you're going to lose points for your entire race based on what you do, whether you fuck up or not. So if you die, your entire race is going to lose, say, 30 points. If you gain 10 levels, your entire race is going to, say, gain 10 points. If you level any profession... Yes.
What?
Yes, it's basically Hogwarts. And if you level a profession to, say, 75, or every 75 points, you gain points. If you die to drowning...
That's so cool. I love this.
All of this is going to be automated. So I won't have to track... It's unlike FKP. They're still working on it. Let's hope it works. You can see the point system general. First to kill Captain Flat Tusk. So our sweats in the guild, the ones who are going to be leveling faster, you can earn points for your race, and you can give rewards to the shittier players of your race. Now the rewards, I'll talk about that. What we're going to do every single week, I'm not sure how I'm going to accumulate this, whether it be donations from viewers or whatever. I'm going to build a weekly guild chest. This chest is going to have gear, and I'm not going to give everyone a f***ing epic. I'm not going to completely ruin the leveling experience, but there might be one epic in there. And that race will decide who the Staff of Jordan goes to, for example. Or maybe I'll give them 20 stacks of tin ore to help you speed level engineering. There will be a weekly chest, and then all of the points reset, and then the next week happens. The losing race every single week will have to spin a punishment wheel. And maybe 5 people will have to endure random punishments. Whether it be you have to order a lunchly and blend it and drink it on stream.
Oh, no, Mr. Beast.
Wait, in real life punishment?
What the
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Or you will have to play
as the whole race.
I don't know if I like.
No,
this.
you get to
Heard those are
assign.
molded.
Yeah, punish them all.
Oh, okay.
You get to assign.
You punish them all.
You get to
make racing need another hot chip.
You elect the biggest losers of your race.
Sure. As a race,
The
you can
lower
come
class.
to whatever conclusion y'all want. Like 5 punishments must be dished out. Choose who has to do them. But they must be done by the next week. There's other ones. You have to do an entire stream with a webcam mic. Let me open my notepad. Drink a glass of thick water.
Oh, that changed Tyler's stream.
10 bits TTS, and the money goes.
Fans, stop name dropping me. Appreciate it, guys.
Dude, he has a kid.
Stop name dropping him. He has a kid.
You have to do an entire day of listening to PvP music videos only. So your music must come from WoW PvP videos, and you can't watch the same video twice.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Really copyright.
I thought you said it was
And you're right. Some people, they don't want to do copyright. Some, like VTubers, don't do face reveals. So we have things like VTubers have to use a furry avatar for an entire day. Things like that.
No, that's too bad. You have to get copyright strike. You have to
and that's a good thing for them.
You have to face reveal.
All right.
What happens if you hate your own race? Can you grief your own race?
Yes, you can, and your own race can hate you. However you want to play this game is up to you.
Ooh, a self-hater.
So that
I've
is
been their own race for years, dude.
Who
Can
would
we kick anybody off of our race?
Are there enforcers?
Wait, can we vote people off our race?
Quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet. So, the discussion of race leaders. I talked about it. I went through a handful of people. The issue is the only people I can count on to like be on and be available and sweat and do everything and play the game are the WoW sweats. Most of which y'all are boring. So I meant going to GTA. So I thought about going to GTA our peers, but I can't depend on them to be on all the time. So what I'll do is maybe every week.
You can, don't worry.
You got a lot of them in here.
Every week, I am going to appoint the race leader for that week. It will change. And depending on who's putting in the most time, who's probably paid the most attention, who's going to make the funniest jokes, who's actually there, whatever. Make the best decisions, the best content. I'm going to appoint them. It's going to change every week. That's what I think is the best. Leader. If we want to do an election or something like that, again, the problem is, and I've talked with like, even Moon, for example, like they may not play or pay much attention. They don't want to commit that hard to it. So that's the issue with race leaders. We could try something, but I think it's better if I just appoint someone every week. And
I will be the race leader for Undead. I will be such a good race leader, I promise.
You don't need.
Are there inferior races though?
Are there any races that are ugly?
No, or all of Horde are ugly.
Roll are beautiful.
Let's not disrespect Torrens, please.
Yeah,
come on.
Don't group Torrens are based.
So That's the point system.
Isn't it not fair that some of the races aren't they some OP? Like, isn't
yes,
Horde really OP or something?
They won't matter that much in PvE though.
In reality, a WoW sweat is gonna be like it's so different, but in reality, it's minor.
Miskiff, is that the max level diff for you?
Hitboxes are bigger.
So it's not a big deal. The biggest flaw is if you don't like the aesthetics of your race or it doesn't have a class you want to play. There are exceptions to the race selection. There's a couple of people that are doing like YouTube series, for example, where they're playing a specific race in a class. I'm allowing them to simply, if they want to carry that storyline or whatever their YouTube bullshit is into OnlyFangs, by all means. If you are dating someone and you want to be on the same team as them, I will allow it. And you cannot come out as gay today and just start dating Ombi because he's undead.
What?
Sorry, Miz.
Dude, I was about to come out
It's
today.
actually going to be a really big day for me.
So you're basically just silencing the LGBTQ. Nice chance. Really nice shit, dude.
That is so fucked.
Enforcing
racism
races, choosing gay or not.
So I'm think there are some exceptions, right? The only other exceptions I can think of are people who like I don't know, they're extremely new to the game. They played one class and they really want to play that class, and it's like a make it or break it. They won't play otherwise. Maybe I'll make an exception if you're a big enough streamer. Like that's literally it. But for the most part, I want everyone. You take the quiz. That's your race. 99% of you.
Streamer?
How much is a big enough streamer?
5,000 viewers. Zico and PS Hero, you are taking the quiz. There is no exception for either of you.
I feel like everybody should. That's the most fun.
We're married,
though. I have said everything I just said. I would say 1 out of 100 people aren't taking it. And in this call, there's 100 people. So one person may not take it. Like, that's actually
it's just Rav. Everyone else take it.
Just Rav. Just say the name. It's Rav.
Hold on.
No, he's for the YouTube.
He doesn't have a kid. Dude.
He doesn't have to take it.
All right.
So I have a question for couples.
Go ahead.
Do both people in the couple need to take the quiz? And
one person's going to take the quiz.
Okay.
I mean, in one case, in one case, you could both take the quiz and pick the better of the two if you want. If you're both like streamers and going to take it, but overall, if you're like the streamer and then say your boyfriend or girlfriend, you're going to go with the streamer's race that takes the quiz. You will be taking the quiz.
Do you play WoW and have a girlfriend? That doesn't make sense.
Play with your girlfriend anyways. That's the whole point of WoW.
Hey, Chance, you lie.
Does your girlfriend have a penis?
Chance, I have a question. I was going to do a YouTube series with me and Russell, but he tanks my viewership so low that I don't think I hit 5,000 if you add us up. Does that matter?
I didn't listen to you. What'd you say, Miz?
Dude, don't listen. He has nothing to say.
Okay, so someone else said they have another question. Can you speak up?
I do.
Go ahead.
Hello, this is Necroid to the Right, MMO guy. There are some people who, not too many people here, but there are some people who focus mainly on YouTube videos and don't stream as much.
Yeah.
Is there like consideration with like the punishment on stream and stuff like that for that?
I mean, you could just Discord stream like on camera for another streamer and say drink your lunchly blended that way.
All right.
And let's be honest, the people streaming will want to do the punishment for the clip. So let's be honest.
So everyone is susceptible to this. Unless you're like a no face reveal person, you're turning your cam on and you're going to do the punishment when you're dished it. Simple as that.
Well, what if you are no?
Thank you for muting, Rod. Go ahead.
All right. Any other questions before we move on? That's the point system.
Wait, can you clarify? I think I missed it about whether or not we're able to group with people for like questing outside of outside of the guild. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I mean, to an extent, like if it's arguable, like you're just getting carried.
Like, remember the priority is race, guild, randoms.
Okay, race, guild, randoms.
You're gonna have so many people getting carried.
Maybe within like one level of yourself.
I don't. If like you're trying to play with like your mod and your mod just can't get in the guild, but you're really good friends with your mod, or some shit like that. Yeah, fuck it, play with them, whatever. But you cannot trade with them. You can't do any of that, regardless. Even if you're grouping with them, trading and all that is still guild.
Is there a way to just make it like some kind of light punishment for not prioritizing grouping with the group, like the guild? You know,
that's a good idea because
like
you do is invite 4 non-guildies and have them pass on all the loot.
I'm pretty sure everyone in here is going to prioritize the guild. That's the point of the thing.
If I see that happening, that'd be like use your common sense. Like I will yell at you. All right, and I'll deduct points from your entire race. I can still manually remove points. Absolutely. If you're doing a dungeon with 4 non-guildies, yes, and they pass on loot.
That is also playing, yes.
That
kick them out.
That is like
just kick them out.
That is gaming the system. That is stupid. Use common sense. Don't do that. Duh.
Dude, Champ, I'm just so excited you're
What
doing
if it's
this, man. I
off-stream?
miss you so much.
Shut up, man. Any other questions on the point system? I mean,
also love you, Chance.
here's the add-on. There's also going to be leaderboards. So you'll see first, daily, weekly, all-time leaderboard. That'll be in there. There's going to be a lot of firsts. So because we're doing guild self-found, we're not going to have any recipes. We're not going to have an enchanter. So the first person to find the Defias Savory Delight, granted it's useless, it's 50 points for that entire race. First person to fly Flask of Supreme Power, minor agility even. So these are big. That'll give you guys a lot of points. First person to find an Edge Masters, good luck, but you can't auction house it. Swiftness Potion, Lionheart Helm, all of this. And this means... Go ahead.
I was about to ask, this auto tracks, or do we have to submit it to whoever's the owner of this add-on?
I think... Tactics, are you there?
Yeah, it's automatic.
It auto tracks.
Ooh. Yes.
There's a couple of things I think Tactics told me that are not auto tracked, but that's okay. It's not a lot of lift to manually notice who found the first flask of Petri, for example.
Yeah, it's not like they're going to be pouring in.
Not the biggest deal.
Another question.
Go ahead.
Question about the Addon. About the Addon specifically. Are there any landmines? Thinking about the fact you might be logging on multiple computers.
Necrit, go again, please.
Are there any landmines taking into consideration the fact that you might be logging on different computers where the add-on is installed separately?
Great question. Should still work, but I'll make sure to ask the dev.
Okay,
yeah, that's a tactics question, but hopefully no issues. And the thing is, like, it's common sense, you know, common sense. If something something flags up, like, oh, you logged on your computer for 10 seconds without the add-on and we noticed it, we're just going to ask you and just tell us what's going on. That's it. You're on your computer, so we'll just Discord message you, right?
I honestly don't think it's going to be an issue. It should work.
And that too.
How many points do you lose when you die, Kuh?
Well, it's set up in a way. That was the one thing I was worried about. I don't want people to be able to speed level, intentionally kill themselves, and then speed level again and have a net positive. So I want to say it's like 10 points per 10 levels, and you lose 30 points per death. So the only way to
What if I hate my race and I kill myself over and over again?
Then you play the same race over and over again.
That's just good RP.
Wait, do we switch races if we die?
No.
Oh.
No.
You do not.
So yeah, that's if you hate your own race, right? You just hate your own race.
There are scenarios.
And your race hates you.
There are scenarios that I'm open to. Let's say you're doing a dungeon and you're a Tauren, right? And in this group, a fellow Tauren shaman is in your group, and they pulled everyone with their totems, and your whole group wiped. You can change races if the situation calls for it and you want to, because you hate your fellow Taurens for you over. Like, I will allow race changes when the time comes, but that's like my own personal hand to getting put into it if the situation calls for it.
Can we vote to kick someone off our race? Like,
I think we kick someone off our race.
If they're dead,
yeah.
Change your race right now.
What if they're not dead? Can you vote them off?
Can we publicly
get them exiled?
We can and things.
What if that benefits them though?
Things like
what if
that.
I want to actually switch?
And whoever wins has to change race.
We are not going to be able to manually change the race yourself. It's not going to happen. If it's so obvious, you're like just trying to kill yourself. Like, can I race change? It's not happening. You're just going to start level over again.
Will there be any other leaders elected to combat our president?
Like a council, maybe.
Yes.
Like, for example, someone has to dish out my punishments.
We need a
Checks and
balance of power.
balances in the guild.
You know I will.
There should be a
Can
voting
we just
system.
clarify? Are we going fresh?
What if we have an electoral college?
Yes, we are going fresh servers. All right. Any other questions on the point system? Because that's still being worked on. That will be in. It will be automatic. And I've told you the rewards. I've told you the punishments. There will be more punishments, but you get the concept, right? That's the point here. All right. Next
Sounds
thing.
good.
We are going to have proximity voice. A lot of you already seen this. I don't think it's ever been in the game, but Mocktail's been cooking up some really hot shit. We have a couple of videos to show you guys. Here's a video. It's exceptionally stupid, and it's perfect. Just to show proximity voice.
Because you want to leave a little hole on the side to allow air in. That way it's not like completely sucking.
Yo, Kermodo.
firing us back.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh God!
And then I said, innkeeper, I hardly know her.
I just don't know how to get back to Valkyrie Dunes. Like I just want to get out there and level up.
Yeah, take your clothes off, you dirty paladin.
Hit me. Hit me real good. Daddy needs a beating. Yeah. Oh, I can feel the light. I'm healing. I'm healing. Oh. Do you mind?
Can't you see we're a little bit busy?
Sorry.
All right.
Areas.
I'm asking for research.
Yo.
Okay.
Did you tell Tyler one? Not to watch that? He has a
I
kid,
try to keep
man.
it family friendly, man. Come on.
Yeah, what is this? This
is sick. I'm down.
So that video was dumb. C-Dank, whoever made it, good job. Just to show you guys what we can do with it. If you looked at it, the UI, you'll see there
that
was
me laughing because something was so funny.
There is
there a
a
longer version of the video?
No, let Chance speak, please.
There it is just like GTA RP. There is a whisper mode. Your voice will only travel 10 yards in game. There is a normal talk mode, and then there is a yell mode. And you can see the mic in the video. It'll tell you which mode you are on. There is toggle mute. There is push to talk, and there is open mic. There is another thing that Mocktail sent me. He's the one who worked on this add-on, so cheers to Mocktail. Let me find this video. And it doesn't really show it. This is not shown in the video you guys watched, but I recommend you watch it. This is a new addition. When you're talking, a hue will glow behind your name.
That is me.
Oh, Mocktail? Hello? Am I in Discord still?
Yeah.
Yes. That was insanely quiet. Wow, I was impressed. All right, well, either way, I linked the video. You guys can watch it and just see the hue that lights behind your name.
We can all get close to each
That's so cool.
Question. That's what the add-on really needed. That's awesome.
I think the add-on really needs
proximity chat.
I think the add-on needs if a rogue goes stealth, their name doesn't come up when they talk.
We already
Very
added
good
that.
content.
We already added that.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys are ahead
Chance, isn't it basically the rogue? It's like you have to get close to them or something.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily.
I'm gonna annoy the shit out of Miss.
I mean, Mocktail has been cooking up some good shit. I remember saying to Mocktail, "Hey, we need like a hue or something behind the names," and he said, "That's not. I don't know if that's going to be possible." 1 week later, hey, I did it. So
The actual goat.
That's essentially where we're at, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with the rogue feature. Yeah, Mocktail cooked up proximity. I don't think proximity voice has ever been in WoW before.
I don't think it has.
No.
So it's been in since the beginning.
This is one of the simplest changes that we've made, and it's by far and away going to be the biggest impact. Yeah, I don't. Maybe like someone did some proximity voice, but not to a large scale, which we're putting it on a pretty large scale. It's game changing. So that's
You're doing a great job, Chance. I'm actually really glad.
Is it going to be public?
So the way the proximity voice will work, you could leak the add-on to the public. It wouldn't change anything for us. It only puts you in voice calls with people if both people have the add-on and they're both in the same guild. So if the public wanted to use this, they can. Absolutely, they can. They just have to be in the same guild and they have to both have the add-on. There is no leaks. We will not hear random viewers. You will only be able to proximity voice with the people also in the guild.
That's good.
So, question. I had to restart my computer for a second, so you might have already mentioned it. If they're in the guild, but they're just walking around town, can you hear them without being in the same group?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck, that's
You
cool.
can do drive-bys.
Cool.
Clarify, it does or does not work in raids and dungeons?
So in dungeons and raids, this kind of sucks. It does not. It does work, but it doesn't work as proximity voice. It's the equivalent of a Discord call. If I'm on the farthest end of the dungeon and you're at the entrance, you will hear me as if I'm next to you.
That's being worked on, by the way. There might be a janky workaround for that.
Okay, but it's basically some API thing that Blizzard changed a long time ago because there were weak auras and add-ons that made like Mythic raiding too easy based on tracking your location. And I think that is why the proximity voice doesn't work on the location tracking in dungeons and raids. But it does work in the world of Warcraft.
And most importantly, the gold shire in is where it works.
So, but in Dungeons and Raids, it doesn't work. Maybe it'll get worked on, but if not, it's okay. This is still phenomenal as is. And that is proximity voice. Next thing on the list. Let me see what else we have to fucking discuss. Oh, the point system. Another part. When we get to rating, the race that week that is winning, that has the most points, will get to roll 1 through 100 for loot. And the race that is losing will only get to roll 1 through 85. You will have nerfed rolls.
That's good.
So your losing race,
That is so cooked.
you don't want to lose even at max level. It doesn't just affect leveling; it does affect endgame. So try to get your race higher. At the end of the day, we are still a team, and we are trying to clear Nax together as one unison guild. But this adds for some stupid, fun bullshittery.
Will that be an addition of punishments at max level, or this is like a replacement?
What do you mean?
Like the last place race punishments? Is it going to be that plus the
punishment wheel is getting spun whether you're 60 or not? You can get selected.
Okay, even if we're rating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, if somehow you manage to go into a raid at level 1, like your rolls are going to be nerfed. Just like it goes all the way, if that makes sense. Next thing, that's pretty much everything in game. We have the point system. We've got proximity voice. We talked about guild self-found only. We're going to play on the fresh new server that is unfortunately progressive or whatever the fuck. Do's and don'ts. Don't be weird in proximity voice. Trying to see what else we need to go over.
Wait, but Chance, is this kind of I feel like the progressive thing can be kind of sweet because like if we just it like gives us time to like relax and then come back to it. I feel like it's kind of good, no?
We are not getting locked back into the
That's
progression
exactly what I messaged you, Chance. Like, so we can do season 2 of OnlyFangs in a few months. Yeah, it kind of dies, but it'll come back. No,
Listen,
seriously.
like, we could create
season 3 a few months after that if we're all not dead yet.
Okay,
we could create
like a reality TV show.
Hey, this is something to be discussed when we're all level 60 and we've cleared Molten Core.
We'll make a battle.
Can you give an example of what weird voice chat is?
I mean, okay, just don't be weird.
This rogue and say the N-word on your stream.
So
Good
because we have proximity voice, and we have a bunch of streamers, hopefully everyone's been kind of vetted, and we don't have any weirdos that are just gonna like follow people around. Don't just run at the big streamer and be on the big streamer stream all the time. Because I can tell when it's happening, like all bullshit aside, just be genuine. Try to be genuine as much as you possibly can. Don't be 12. I understand edgy humor. I understand making jokes here and there, but these people don't know you. So just get to know people more before you start pushing lines. I'm going to probably just be ruling with an iron fist. If there's a point where it's like, you're too immature for this, you're just going to get kicked.
What if we are genuinely weird?
That's fine. I can tell when that's happening. Like all bullshit
keep it
aside.
to yourself, man.
I don't want to scare you guys to not interact with anyone. I want you to have fun. These are like extreme examples. I'm just warning you that I am looking at that kind of stuff and I see it as a future problem with proximity voice. I'll deal with it. Try to be not problematic if you can. Go ahead.
Let's say there's someone that's like not good at the game that, we're like about to raid and they just can't get to 60 because they're terrible. Are you going to start allowing mob tagging, or are you just going to say there's no mob tagging yet?
That's a guild discussion for way the later.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when you come to it, Miz.
Like we might
get to 60. I'm not going into a dungeon with you.
Anybody who's not going to level 60
Summit,
should be allowed to raid.
You are in the wrong guild if you're trying to only play with good players.
Oh,
we have people.
Summit,
I got you, dog.
Listen, make it 60 doesn't mean you're a good player, but if you die 100 times before it means you're a bad player, right? I mean,
the bad shamans, they will
I got you, dog. Yeah, don't play with shamans at all.
Shaman is 100%
What's it mean if you
how
get your
everyone
friends
dies.
killed over and over again, though?
So
totems will kill half
but
this.
they're agent. They almost killed us like 6 times in every dungeon.
Torns, shamans specifically.
So we talked about pacing. Okay, so real life meetings. We're going to have some of those. This guild has definitely gotten so big that, you can't just do a ton of IRL meetings and just exclude 90% of the guild, but we will still have them. There is going to be a real life guild meeting. Miz, you decide when you want to do it. I would guess maybe a week in. We might do a Secret Santa Christmas meeting.
Fly me out. Fly me out.
I'm not paying for your flight, but you're welcome to fly out. Absolutely. Listen, iDubbbz came to our meeting and then he went live the next day and said it was boring and not worth it. and it wasn't wrong. I told him it was a PowerPoint, and it was a PowerPoint.
We made food though. You got food. You got free food.
Hey,
yeah, we
to
did
be
that.
fair, iDubbbz didn't enjoy the meeting because I put him in his place.
Damn!
Let's go, Pops.
Do we have a physical location still for meetings?
That's up to Miz. Miz is in control of IRL meetings.
Yo, can we make Tyler one of the main tank?
Yeah, who's gonna be the main tank?
I am main
Personally vote for
tanking.
Tyler one.
It has to be a 7-foot-tall unit.
No chance. You shouldn't be the main tank again.
Yes, he should.
I'm bald,
What?
so I'm a good candidate.
It should be somebody who's worse.
So here's what we're doing. I'm going to main. I'm going to main tank.
He should be the tank.
I am going to main tank. Miz can off tank. I don't have set other off tanks. That is up in the air. If you make it to max level and you're the one getting funneled decent gear and you find yourself in that position to off tank, I don't care who you are. You can do it.
Mary, this is your chance.
This is my moment.
It's a Game of
I
Thrones.
vote Mary.
Let's go!
You got it.
We take betting odds on who gets the 60.
I can confidently say Mary will not make it to 60 and be in a position to be the third off tank, but I am open to it.
You literally said that last year. You literally said that last year that I wouldn't hit 60
Mary,
and I
you got
did.
mob tagged. Relax.
Mary, you're not making it.
That was not me.
You bought gold.
To tell you right now, I have never made it from 1 to 60 on a warrior in solo self-found. I did Tiz Dungo and I got to level 50. Okay, neither has Summit, to be honest. It's
damn.
We got to 59.
Why are you bringing that up? I wouldn't let that slide.
I am
out of nowhere.
I am legitimately worried about even myself getting to 60 without dying. This is going to be very difficult. You can be the best player in the game. Bullshittery can happen. I think we will have another meeting the day before. Go ahead, Zico.
I was just saying that's not true.
I got a question. Are we gonna have a limitation on the add-ons that people use?
So no.
No,
But,
we're just gonna be using NPC Finder all day, making sure we don't get mopped up. Or
Absolutely.
what?
XP, baby. Absolutely. You should. There are obviously proximity voice is required. Obviously, the point system add-ons required. We had required add-ons last time because I just didn't want people to die. You need to have NPC scanners. You should have, if you don't know how to level, you should have rested XP or something of that, like, caliber to help you quest. You should have there's a ton of add-ons you should have because it's the
question. What happens if I don't get Tauren and I was supposed to be the off tank as a druid?
I mean, you don't have to play druid. No one said you had to.
The warrior.
I have a question
Warrior.
actually.
You're playing another class.
Wait, shaman can tank too.
Yo,
Shamans are really good tank.
Hey,
Shaman can
guys,
tank.
very important, very important. We are getting to the point where I'm going to send you out to take a quiz. However, I need all of you to check the announcements page in this Discord, and you need to pre-register, okay? You need to do your quiz, and do not leak it. Do not show on stream. This is not stream content while you register, please, okay?
Ozzy?
He said that the registration is closed, unless that was a mistake.
Oh, I just got messages from Vulps. Whatever the f is going on, if you haven't registered, please register. It makes it easier. So these steps we've taken so that you cannot cheat on this quiz. You cannot practice this quiz. What, Seer?
Before I register, I've not talked this whole time.
You're right. Fine.
Before
Go ahead.
I register, what's the point? Why should I do this?
Seer?
Good question. Good
question. It's gonna be a
Why would I
blast.
want to do this?
Seer, you are...
Because my body, everything in my instincts is saying not to do it.
You are the lowest caliber gamer. And I want you to prove... And last time you got... Did you make it to 60? I don't think you met the quota with cheating.
56, okay.
You got close. Through tons
And
of
I didn't
cheating.
die once. My first time ever playing.
Through an insane amount of cheating, mob tagging, getting like bought fiery weapon enchants, bow of searing arrows, everything. People would say it didn't count. This is your time to prove that a trash role player Andy can play
I'm not
this
a role
20...
player. I've not role played in a very long time.
Okay, sorry.
Holy shit.
TCG Simulator main can boot up Classic WoW and actually hit 60 in the hardest leveling mode the game has to offer, which is pretty much SSF. Granted, it's not SSF, and we're going to probably funnel all of our guild shit to you. Fuck 'em. Prove them wrong, Seer.
You were my favorite streamer during this whole thing. You have to do it.
Seer, you should hear what they say about you. They call you a fluke, a wannabe, loser, bullshit. This is your chance to prove them wrong. Everyone's saying it.
We're gonna make so many memories.
Everyone's
Think of all
saying
the
it.
friends we're gonna make.
I did not say that.
Can we take the quiz for fun?
No,
Chance.
you cannot take the quiz. Oh, yeah, Ampi, of course you can. Yeah, because I know you're playing undead. So other exemptions I have, like, for example, Ampi, I think, is going for server first, level
World
60.
first.
World first, level 60. I am not going to hold Ampi back from trying to do that.
5.
I'm going to allow him, and he's been practicing. And if I'm a speed leveler too. No, you're not. Okay? Ampi is. I'm allowing him to play Undead Mage because that is what he is practiced as, and that is the class that he can level the fastest on. So there are exceptions like that, for example. And Ampi, you can take the quiz for fun. I don't care.
Can he trade and
Can he?
Chance.
Go ahead.
I'm not trading.
So I want to bring this up now because we talked about it before, and you said we want to talk about it during maybe a meeting. The idea of talking with the guild about having guild merch and then using that merch to raise funds for a charity. Is that something that we can still look at having?
Yeah, so we can do that. I still am not positive on a direction if we want to do merch. We can. Last time I basically just shut it down and said I don't think we're cool enough for merch.
What if we do the merch and instead for charity we buy gold with it?
We could do that too.
That's a good idea.
We can say fuck charity.
Bathrobe tabards.
We can say fuck
Jimbo
charity. Yeah, we can do merch. It's debated. This will probably be an off-stream discussion, in my opinion, about what direction to go with it. Like what kind of shirts. I don't want to do crazy over-the-top designs. I would prefer simple.
Hey, Chance.
Can we do it for like the racism?
Yeah, we can maybe have 4 shirts, and we can make it like the winning shirt that sells the most. The race gets points in game.
Something on the back of the shirt says "Take tears, fall back, f the Roddies," something like that.
Like you could do OnlyFangs and f the Roddies or cows, whatever. Yes, we can.
Not cows, okay? We need to come up.
I mean,
Chance.
What Russell?
Is undead like really hard to level as? Like would you say it's like the harder race?
No. Ampi is choosing to level as
twice as hard.
No, I'm asking you just because I was thinking about going undead.
You don't get to pick.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know,
Chance,
but
I have
my
another
quiz
I
will make
actually have
me.
a question though. So
Undead's
let's say
fine.
for tanking, is there one race that's actually like way better?
Depends on what boss you're fighting.
Not really.
What's the best race?
Yeah,
This means not foreign technically because your hitbox is too big.
Weapons good.
All right, so basically, let's just talk about Horde. Let's talk about the fact we're playing Horde. We played Alliance last time. We had Paladins. Now we have Shamans. This is a different game.
Playing the ugly people.
This is a different game we are playing. Shamans will increase our overall damage output. However, we have no blessing of salvation, which reduces the threat. In Classic WoW, threat is a problem. You want the boss hitting the main tank. Okay? Y'all's DPS is limited by how much damage and threat the main tank can generate. All right? Now, granted, I'll have Whirlwind and my threat will be crazy. Sometimes I'm not going to get procs, and you guys do. You will pull threat, and you may potentially die. It happens all the time. Horde just dies. Overall higher damage.
That way.
But you're
Didn't
gonna
we say in our last meeting that we were gonna be Alliance?
No. We did. We were maybe the meeting you're
voted on that. Did we not?
I think I left it.
He vetoed the vote.
Include the ugly people. So
I vetoed it. This is before we had.
What the fuck was the point of the last meeting then? I was here for like 4 hours, man.
Horde won that poll anyway. It was just by like one vote.
So basically, it was 50-50, and I said whatever the is winning.
Meetings take hours.
I said whatever the is winning by the time we start is what we're going to play. However, this is before we had the add-on with proximity voice and all these different things to make it different. And I thought to myself, why the fuck are we going to play Alliance again? It's not different enough. Let's just play Horde. And also, people wanted it, so I just vetoed it and said, that we're playing Horde. Let's just change it up. Let's force it, make it happen. So here we are. And it's been like that for a while now. We're not playing Alliance.
Yay.
At this point, also, all of the challenge add-ons and everything is built for Horde. So we are playing Horde. It's decided, it's done, it's not changing.
And we wouldn't have S-Fan.
So yeah, true.
Harder on Horde, Mary.
Wait, Mary, do you know what a Makara is?
Yeah, I tried it when I was practicing.
Oh, is there a Makara
How'd that go?
So
I
we
love the Macarena.
So in-game events that we're going to have, we're going to have hide and seek with proximity voice, maybe hot and cold, and there will be rewards. We're going to have scavenger hunts hosted by Winky again. Classic. We might even do quiz/game shows. I think Burn wanted to host those. These will have significant rewards. I would love it if I could, you get selected to go on the Family Feud. It'll be in-game proximity voice with Burn or whatever, and the winner can get an epic item of their choice within their level. It can be fun and crazy. We can do some cool shit, and it could be more events. We can do a mock garage tournament. I just don't want to kill all of our play. I don't care if the sweats die. You guys can re-level, no problem. So maybe we'll do something like that, and we'll have the winning race. Someone represent their race. We could do something.
Silent disco.
Yo, am I late?
Who the f is that?
You're just on time.
Extremely late.
Okay, guys, we can start now. Everybody's here.
Hold on 1 second. What about the fact there will be 10 layers on Fresh? Should we try to corral everyone on one realm? Oh, I think we don't worry about it at first. Maybe we do try and just force ourselves into one phase, but the issue with that is I feel like viewers would try and get on our phase too. It's just going to be...
If we're all grouping with each other, we should end up on mostly the same layers.
I was just thinking maybe we just pick a layer and try to get on this layer just so you can have the drive-by interactions of
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We can have an overall prioed layer that hey, try and be on layer 4, and there's an add-on that can track what layer you're on, blah blah blah. For the newer players who have never played, we are going to have a PowerPoint mandatory, Tyler, for you guys to be at it. I want to go over all of the things that can kill you. For example, layering and how it can spawn mobs and you die. Things like that. There's...
What is layering?
When is that going to be?
That's going to be the day before we actually level.
Oh, yeah.
So it's fresh in your mind. So...
No chance. We're 100% doing the 21st.
100% we are doing the 21st. We're playing on Fresh. What day of the week is the 20th?
Thursday.
Okay.
2 p.m.
Wednesday is the 20th.
Okay.
Wednesday is the 20th.
So on Wednesday... So
he said he did the fig.
Next week, same time, I'll have a PowerPoint ready. I will already get my mods working on it. It's going to go over just basic shit. You do not have to be there. It's not mandatory, but if you are worried about leveling, you should be there. There are unique, for example, now Horde has elevators. I don't know if you guys ever looked at the hardcore WoW death map showing creating really big red spots where people tend to die. People died in the main Horde cities all the time. Which you would think is the safest place.
Spoil it. All the deaths are hilarious.
Mary already died, the son of Aragorn.
I'm not. I am gonna.
Whoa!
They're still gonna die.
Spoilers, man.
They're still gonna die. What do you mean spoilers? These are the people trying to fucking help. Yeah. They're still gonna die. You can die in elevators. You can get layered, and you can die that way.
Dude, you're gonna
There are elites, son of Aurugals. They're level 24 elites in the undead zone that just patrol while you're level 12, and they one-shot you all over the place. There are things to look out for that a new player will not know unless you learn the hard way. You do not want to start hardcore, learning from the beginning the hard way all the way to 60. You'll be resetting constantly.
People will quit.
Chance, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if the quiz makes a different proportion for the amount of people in each race?
So we've done a couple of testings here and there. Overall, Tauren is the least selected, but that is partially on purpose because it has the least available classes. So
those of us that want to play Tauren.
Well, keep in mind that once you get when you die, your team loses points. Yes, one race may be with a huge disadvantage in the point system. Yeah. And you can also you can say the undead is the most popular and they have it the easiest. They get tons of points. Taurens can shit talk and say they're playing the easier version of the game. And Taurens are the real chats.
Handicaps for that? Can we get extra special points for birthdays and stuff? Because my birthday's on the 21st, and I think I'm going to be a Tauren, and Taurens we get a bonus, right?
Absolutely not. So, and the point system resets every single week. So yes, if you have the most players, you're going to be leveling like crazy, but you're going to get max level, and then it's harder to get more points. It should somewhat even out, but it's still going to be unfair, and that's life. Deal with it.
Are you going to elect leaders?
So I talked about race leaders.
Can we muck around for leadership positions?
No. We can discuss some leadership like council bullshit and what obligations you guys will have, but I talked about why I was against that. I don't want to put I don't trust other people to stay in this game unless they're a WoW player. And I don't want to put too many WoW sweats in leadership positions again. So that's sort of where we're at. I would prefer.
Also,
It's in a.
Huh? It's in a. Hello? It's in a ...
Hello?
I think Shobek just unmuted on X.
Okay. Overall, I don't have a whole lot left to go over. I talked about GSF. I talked about SSF. I talked about, the potential cheating. We talked about proximity voice. We've talked about the point system. We've talked about rating and how the point system affects that. IRL meetings, in-game meetings, just sweats over non-sweats. Don't be a piece of shit. I think we are ready to take our quizzes and find out what race we're going to be. Have fun. Good luck. See you guys then. Okay. Holy fuck. That actually went better than I thought it would.